Welcome back, people. Here we are with my next new project, the Ford Transit. Haven't forgotten about all the other projects, just this one's having to take priority at the moment as it's going to be my daily driver. Well, obviously this is in the past, so technically it's my daily driver. And it's going well. Well, it is now after some of the work that you can see. This was the first hurdles that I faced, was attacking the inevitable rust underneath. And what looked like, oh, that's not actually too bad. Yeah, like rust normally is. It just, as soon as you start cleaning it up, just the holes get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't record much of this because I'm not a welder and I wasn't proud of the work that was done. I cut out all of the rot that I could around and patched to the best that I could, but like I say, I ain't no welder. Got all the holes covered up, used rust converter where I could and under seal where I could. The majority of the van is actually quite solid, believe it or not, but there are places that it has gone. And that's about the only pictures that I'm willing to show of the shambles, but it's solid, it's on, it's welded. Even got my little man there on the case, giving him a bit of under seal. I know he should have had gloves on, but I didn't have latex gloves small enough to fit his hands. And guess what? Yeah, it passed. Course it did. Now onto the starting issues. Okay, so Ford Transit 2.2 08 reg, new to me. Okay, so there's an issue, one off. Put the key in the ignition. I just turn like a flat battery. Okay, didn't want to start. Go again. There's no warning lights on the dash. No, like a flat battery. Started fast, then got slower. Ignition again. And then the starter spun out. Didn't really engage. Go again. Nope. Go again. It's not a particularly cold morning, bit fresh. No. Go again. And started. And now I'm in. Be alright for the rest of the day now. Just that initial start in the morning and a bit of smoke coming past. Nice. So that's what I'm going to do today. I believe starter motor because it's too inconsistent. So that's going to be on my job to-do list today. Also, there is the spanner light there. So I believe when looking online that is the service light indicator. So I'll reset that as well because I know that this van was my dad's and he was on top of it with servicing. And to be honest, I've not long had the van, only a couple of months. So everything's kind of as it should be. So I'm going to turn the service light out and there's a couple of other things that I want to do. So one of the things, there's a little bit of hesitation in first gear and second gear on very, very, very light throttle. So I've looked into it and one of the things that I'm going to do is clean the EGR valve and put it back on. Occasionally from time to time the engine management light would come on and then it tends to go off. So yeah, transit. So, and there's a knocking noise. You probably won't pick it up from the camera. So the knocking noise is the anti-roll bar bushes, not the drop links, but the bushes. So if I can get a video of that in a bit, I'll try and get a video just to show you what the kind of play is in where the issue is coming from. So yeah, cool. Right, let's get on it. So in regards to removing the orange spanner light, which is behind the needle down here. Okay, so to my understanding, ignition off, press brake pedal and accelerate to the floor with them still pressed, press and turn ignition on and then wait, I believe, up to about 30 seconds and then it should flash, it will go off. So still pressing the accelerator pedal and the brake pedal at the same time. lens of the camera really dirty? Still pressing. Still pressing, and flashes. I'm assuming, I'm still pressing the pedals, I'm assuming, now take my feet off the pedals, and the light's gone out, ignition off, ignition back on, and there we go. Mission complete, service light off, happy days. Okay, excuse that annoying noise over there. So, we are going to be taking off the EGR valve down here, which so I'll get all the airbox off and everything, better access. And then underneath it, the starter motor. And then give them a bit of a clean, and then clean mass airflow, a few other sensors, bits and bobs, blow out the air filter. At some point I've got to do the fuel filter, but I've not got one of them today, so bit by bit. So that's what I'm going to be first, and then actually not a bad deal on the starter motor. So got a Lucas starter motor and some Delphi anti-roll bar bushes. How do you see them? And then I'm assuming these Lucas starters are possibly reconditioned, I'm not sure. But yeah, and hopefully between them two I'll get rid of some knocking noise, make the van start better and make it drive better when I've done the EGR valve. So I'll be back in a minute. So first things first, let's get the air filter off. Air filter out. Some clips that go around. And there we go. The 10mm bolts at the back. It's just going to go over the sideways. There is an 8mm plug, 8mm bolt there, another 8mm bolt there, 10 on that side, and another 10 underneath. And this one doesn't have coolant pipes going to it. So it should be 2 8mm bolts, 2 10mm bolts and an electrical connector. And then it should be off. At least I'm not going to spill coolant everywhere. Winning. Okay, so just from a different view. This is where the EGR was. Oh, I got the phone down there. So again, this top bolt is the one that broke. You managed to heat up the remains of the bolt and wind it out, which is very lucky. That one, and then there's 2 bolts that go from there. So there's like, I think these 2 are 8mm headed bolts. These 2 on the right here, they are both 10mm headed bolts. And there's the electrical plug. Okay, now onto the starter motor. So we've got, oh god, some breaker on there. So at the back here, this one's a main power lead. So when you take this off, you either disconnect the battery first. Oops, I need to break that. Disconnect the battery first. Be very careful not to touch your spanner, ratchet, whatever, between that and a bit of metal, otherwise it will spark a lot. So I'm going to do it without disconnecting, because why not? And then I'm going to put a rubber glove with a bit of insulation tape over the wire while I remove the starter, then refit the starter, and then last of all put this back on. So that is the plan. Yeah, wicked view from down here. Can't even see it. I don't know it's there.
under here. So got a earth wire here to take off. The other bolt, where my finger is, that one to take off. So I've got 2 bolts to take off and a 10mm one here, and that's it. Should come off. Okay, there we go. It's off. 2 bolts is actually alright to get off, to be honest. Clean up the earth contact on the bottom bolt. I'm gonna clean off that wire there, which is like the signal wire to activate the starter. Yeah, sweet. Happy days.
Out with the old, in with the new. Just fitted it obviously in reverse order. Wasn't too bad to do actually, quite an easy job. Went on to now cleaning out some of the sensors, clean the mass airflow and clean the map sensor. Now I know people have referred to it as a boost sensor before, so either one, take your pick, but it was very dirty and now it's clean. I'm not going to bore you with the real-time video of me replacing the anti-roll bar bush, so I sped it up quite fast, as you can see. Not a bad job to do. It was about 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes to do this one side. I only recorded this one side because the other side's the same, so just for reference, the van's on its wheels, it's not jacked up. Would have been so much easier jacked up, had no space. And I'm doing the driver's side now, so the right hand side, and the wheels are turned to the left, so it's doable. Okay, so all the work done. So comparing it to this morning with the starter motor, this is it now. Oh yeah, nice, cool. So to conclude, start's perfect, knocking noise has gone, and the hesitation has also gone. So we'll take that for a win all round. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye.